Hey there, Angel Fabrics Gaming with a very quick guide for Helldivers 2. Let's face it, Helldivers 2 is a game that's best enjoyed with other players. But sometimes the servers for the game can't handle the amount of recruits ready to fight and matchmaking fails constantly. If you're thinking about going solo to farm XP, I strongly recommend you give my XP and medal farm guide a try. It's worked for other players too, and it's pretty easy to follow, rewarding tons of XP and medals so you can level up fast and unlock better stratagems to attempt higher difficulties. But if you're still considering going on your own, here is some advice on the best build that I've used on my solo expeditions. Before you jump into any mission, I would recommend that you cap the difficulty either on medium or challenging. These levels are still manageable with the correct loadout, but anything beyond that starts to become nightmare fuel with frequent enemy encounters and heavy armor enemies. So watch out. For the weapons, I use the Submachine Gun as my primary. It has great range if you pace your shots and demolishes up close. The P19 Redeemer are my secondary for some happy triggering, and finally the G16 Impact for more effective grenade usage, as these explode once they make contact with any surface or enemy. My armor is either the standard SC-34 Infiltrator Light Armor or the SC-30 Trailblazer Scout. Both provide great speed to run away in case I'm getting overwhelmed. I just need to keep an eye on my health in case it gets low, but for the difficulty of the missions I run solo, it's more than enough. The best booster is by far the Hellpod Space Optimization, which grants you full ammo, grenade, and Stims every time you deploy. Now, my recommended stratagems for solo players are the following. The most important stratagem is by far the Gardak Rover. This little body is equipped with a laser rifle and will shoot anyone within its range. Not only is it deadly accurate and makes a great companion for crowd control, but actually being able to see the laser trajectory will point out any locations that you may have not been aware of until that moment. If you only take one piece of advice out of this guide, let it be this stratagem. I can guarantee that you won't regret it. The only downside about the Gardak Rover is the backpack where it deploys. This automatically blocks many of the heavy weapons that can deal with heavily armored enemies. But since this loadout is planned for medium and challenging difficulties, you may not come across many of them. And if you do, the expendable anti-tank works great. Anytime you deploy this stratagem, there will be two available. You use it and then toss it to the side. It can deal heavy damage on any type of enemy, and what's even better is the cooldown, which goes almost down to a minute. It can't destroy buildings. In those cases, I would recommend to use the Hell Bomb that is available on those missions, or pack a more advanced stratagem like an orbital laser or orbital rail cannon strike. But if you're watching this video, you probably don't have access to those yet, so stick with the Hell Bomb. For crowd control, there are a few things better than an Eagle Cluster Bomb or the Mortar Sentry. Both are easily accessible and quick to deploy, especially the Eagle Cluster Bomb. This thing has great range and spread in the field and can recharge in almost no time for consecutive uses. The mortar, when placed in a good defensive position to protect it from damage, can wreck enemy outposts or incoming patrols with ease. Just be mindful of both their cooldowns that can be a little bit slow, but other than that, these work great. And that's my solo build for Helldivers 2. It's worked great for me, and I hope it does the work for you. But if you have some alternatives, be sure to share them in the comment section down below so the community gets to know them. Be sure to check out more Helldivers 2 videos that I will be uploading to his playlist right here as I progress through the game. But for now, I hope this was useful. Thank you for watching and keep enjoying the game.